Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. There's Porter, right here in Roxbury. Howard Street, that's the focus today. Cross Street is Hamden Street. So we're at Howard and Hamden. We'll show you this sidewalk. This is the city sidewalk, just so you guys know. So I'm gonna walk down one side, I come up the other side. You tell me all the things you find wrong with it. So just keep an eye on what you're seeing. And yes, that is a cast iron pipe. I don't know, somebody use this as a dumping ground. So you got a transition here. So you was with a walker or a wheelchair, you wouldn't be able to cross over because of the cobblestone and the curb right there. Come over here, you got the same thing. That post kind of, well, should be closer to the curb, but that's all good. Look at how the curb is done though. Another situation here, if you had a ramp or if you was on a walker or something, you wouldn't be able to cross over this. Not too sure what they're doing. Maybe they're picking up somebody, dropping somebody off. I guess this is a cast iron drain on the outside of the, I don't know where that's going to. It's going to nowhere. That could potentially be a hazard. More sidewalk in bad condition. I'm going to keep walking so you can see all the stuff I see. Get another one of those, this is a roof, maybe it's a roof drain that drains out to the ground right there, which, I don't know. You see that this sidewalk hasn't been done in years. There hasn't been no upkeep. As far as I know, it's the city sidewalk. This city lighting right there in front of us. Look at the imperfections and whatever else you have here. It's not too far from 1010 Mass Ave, so I'm pretty sure them guys see it all the time when they cut through. I'm pretty sure DPW knows about it. Yeah, you could even, it's the sidewalk closed. So the sidewalk is closed. Since you cross here, there's no ramp for you to cross. If you crossed over there, look where you're crossing into. We'll come back on that side later on. That's another issue. By the way, that hydrant's facing the wrong way. I don't know if you guys see that or not, but we'll come back and get to that. Not sure what they got going on there. A piece of metal siding sticking through the gate there, which is not good. Got a dumpster here. Get some, like a wood pallet, some cardboard. Dumpster's kind of empty. Say there's some kind of construction over there. In case of emergency, contact that guy right there. Telling you it's on surveillance. I think it's some kind of B permit up here. Guess they're doing some kind of work over there. Not too sure what they're doing. That's not safe. You got a ladder over there. Look like they fastened to the side of the building. But you got a door over here with no railing on there. So you come out that door and walk out there, you're gonna fall off the cliff if you're not paying attention. That's like an OSHA violation right there for sure. I don't know what the heck they got going on up in there. They got a lot of stuff they should. They got multiple building permits. I don't know what these things are, but I don't know what all that means. These are old, but they're up there. Man, somebody got to pay attention to this stuff because there's a lot of stuff that's going on that we're not even aware of. Who knows how long they've been doing this work on this building, because this stuff is old. This might need a follow-up on this one. This might be a separate video for this particular building right here. I see a lot of red flags on this particular building. I don't know what they got going on up there, but I don't know. I got to come back and pay another. I got to pay another visit to that because the video wasn't about that building, but a lot of stuff going on that shouldn't be going on there. That's for sure. It's a break in that pipe up there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a break right there. Good, nice break in. It's all flapping around in the wind. That's why the building inspectors got to get out here and do their job. Those building department, the people in the city of Boston, all those building inspectors, every single one of them, they're all fraudulent. Like every single one of them are just fraudulent individuals. Bill Stogberg, all of them. There's a guy named, I think, John Nemi. There's a few other ones. They're all like, that thing's pulling away from the building. So that's ew. That facade is pulling away from the building there. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's gonna collapse one of these days. It's too much space for water to get in between there too. You can't have that. That's not good. It's gonna happen the same way it happened on the other side over there. Just give it time. It's gonna pull away. Got a brick right there. Where'd that brick come from? Hope it didn't come from up above. That thing it's not secured to the building either. This building has a lot of violations. This technically should be condemned, but I don't know what they're doing in there. Why is that wrapped around the sandpipe? Interesting. And I got to come back and pay more attention to this thing. This thing gets a lot going on here. It's an open window up there. I'm not too sure what's in that open window. There's an open window like right there. When I get on the other side, I'm gonna get another look at that because it looks like there's some things that need to be addressed over there as well. So we're gonna walk this sidewalk, kind of see what we see. That when you see that empty, it means they're running the wires above like there. I mean, there's no wires below ground. It's all above. I don't think that's even legal anymore. I don't think you can run those in the ground like that anymore. You have to run those. You gotta check out the NWRA has a specific code on how you have to run those things. I don't think you can't run those like that though. Those things are kind of not fixed to the building either. So this is supposed to be a city sidewalk. Allegedly, it's a city sidewalk. But look at how bad it is. Whenever you see a brick on the ground, you want to wonder how that brick got on the ground. You got to clean out. It's like 3 layers of brick. There's an inner brick, a junk brick, and an outside brick. So that tells me that this was a street, it was a curb, and they filled that in by seeing that thing. That's not even secured on it properly. Look at that. That's not even. Somebody steps in it, they definitely could fall in there if you step on it the right way. For sure, for sure. Now the question is, how come that area is not being maintained? Now this sidewalk here is not too bad, other than the bushes got to be cut back. So you look in front, you got some bushes that's blocking the whole, obstructing the sidewalk right there. Other than that, it doesn't look too bad from what I can see from here. I mean, sidewalk looks good. The asphalt could be repaved. Let's walk back this way and see what we see. Now, the only way you can get that kind of crash to that fence is that vehicle had to be coming out of here. So that there had to be a truck coming out making a wide turn coming out of here. Hey, you see the gate's damaged too. The gate is definitely damaged right there. But in order for that to happen, a truck had to come out of either backed into it or drove into it. But somehow a truck from that fence, that gate did that. Yeah, let's see what we got over here. Looks like this pole has been replaced before. This is not the definitely been replaced before. Now, actually, so if this was Brookline, Newton, would these sidewalks look like this? Matter of fact, are there any sidewalks in Brookline that look like this? Now, if you see any, let me know. I'll go up there and document it. But if you see any in Newton, Wellesley, or Brookline, or even Cambridge, just let me know. I'll be sure to take a ride out there and check it out. This is a pole that should be just terminated. There's nothing up there but an empty pole. That pole should have been terminated years ago. Look at this. Like, not too sure why he's beeping the horn. Maybe he didn't want cars to come around that corner and hit him, I guess. That means, in that case, he should slow down a little bit. He attracted attention. He got the attention he wanted. I turned the camera on him to see what he was doing. So this right here, I don't know what they're going to... the sidewalk needs to be done. The fence is not looking too good either. And that's on the company that should have their fence repaired. Good. Stop. Why you stopping? You stopping because you see me recording. It doesn't matter. Like, you already did what you had to do. I'm gonna start finding a lot of other stuff like this. This is one of many things that we're gonna find in the city of Boston looks horrible. Then we're gonna write and find out who the city council for this district is, and we're gonna find out why it's like this, and what measures are they gonna do to correct it. Very political season, so we gotta hold all their feet to the fire as much as we can. They say don't hold back any punches, just let it land where it lands. Look at this, like, come on, you can't make this up, guys. I'm not sure what that is. Looks like it could be a shut-off. Whatever it is, it shouldn't be sticking out of the ground like that. Like, you literally can kick that with your foot and trip on it. I don't think ADA would be too pleased to see something like this. No parking, police take notice. All vehicles will be towed at owner's expense. I would hope that no one didn't park there. But then again, tell me, why is there a door on a roof with no railing? You have a ladder that is, it's kind of like screwed to the side of the building. I don't know if you see those clamps up there. There's a clamp on that side. They put that extra thing up there to meet the requirements of the ladder safety guides. Because you know the ladder is supposed to extend 3 feet above the roof in order to go onto the ladder, onto the roof. So they put that just to comply with some of the standards of OSHA, but it's not quite complying with it. It's like doing one thing but not the other. I don't know if Boston police put that there or someone else put that there, but it doesn't look too good. Are they trying to build an elevator shaft there or something? I'm not too sure what that's going to be. I don't know. Gotta keep an eye on that, because don't tell me that's what that is. They made a gutter dripping water out to the side of the building. So I couldn't tell what that was from the beginning, but if you look real close, I think it's some kind of drain pipe coming out. They ran into this. Wow. They ran into this to run water off the side of the. That took me. You can't even do that. You can't do that. You know you can't do that. I mean, that's. I don't know. Somebody better fix that right away. And this hydrant, I don't know who put the hydrant on backwards, but only in the city of Boston we find a hydrant on backwards. Could they not put it the right way, or they just didn't want to put it the right way? What happened here? That breakaway is kind of high off the ground too. I don't know. You can't tell me that's the way you're supposed to mount the hydrant. I don't think it is. Somebody been asking me to do this video for a while, so I figure I'd come down here and document it so you guys can see what I see. And get the idea how the city of Boston is slacking on their responsibilities. And somebody asked me, how come I don't go where the mayor's passing out turkey dinners? Because the answer to that question is I don't want to see the mayor pass out turkey dinners. I want to see what they're going to do for our community. Like, that stuff is a photo op. So if you're going to pass out the turkey dinners 1 or 2 days out of the year and leave your city in shambles, that's not good for your office. I'd rather see regular citizens passing out meals because they don't get noticed. And to answer that question, to that subscriber to ask me that question, that's the answer. I didn't want to find the mayor's schedule. If I didn't see her on the fly, I wasn't looking for her. I don't know if you guys remember years ago, they were stealing those off the ground. It's called cobblestone. It's back in the horse and buggy days. People were ripping those up off the ground and reselling them on the market. I don't know what the market is for that now, but a lot of these older streets have cobblestone underneath them. In some streets you get lucky. You still can see the, like on Park Street down by Geneva Ave, you see some of the railroad tracks that still remain under the ground from way back in the day. So I came down here to document this sidewalk. They still haven't fixed this. They did drill it, anchor it in, but they haven't ever. I did a video about this 2 years ago. If you remember, the whole facade of the building fell down. They blocked the street off for weeks and weeks until they finally got the debris moved. Now, if this is no longer in existence, the smart thing we'll do is take that off and get rid of it. Because a lot of people fill your oil up, they fill that up and dump the oil into the basement. All it takes is the wrong address. It doesn't take a whole lot. If you got one street off or one name off on the street and the guy's not new to he's new to the area, he will sure enough dump that in the. Because you got to keep in mind, there's a lot of inexperienced people out there, so they don't bother to go check and investigate stuff like that. They're just dumping in there and call it a day. They had no problem dumping 200 gallons of fuel inside the spigot. It happened once. It happened many times. So just keep that in mind. If you have an oil spigot, and this one doesn't even have the vent on there, but if you have one of these on the side of the building, the vent would have been down here. Like somebody might have broke it off or took it with him. But if you're not utilizing that oil fill, I would just take it off and cut it. Just get rid of it. See, I heard a cruiser up here. I don't know if he went up or down. I don't see it now, but I did hear it. Alright guys, I'm headed out of here. Just want to show you a little activity. By the way, if anybody wants some cast iron, I guess it's up for grab. It's going to do some scrap metal. You come up in probably at least 50, 60 pounds of scrap metal, cast iron. Make some use out of it. I'll catch you guys on the next one.